of these before. There's many layers to this. And metta is spelled M-E-T-T-A, and it is it's a Buddhist word from the Pali language, and it means loving kindness. So metta is like one of the main tenets in Buddhism. They talk about metta a lot, loving kindness, loving kindness. And it's really, sometimes loving kindness, that can be sometimes a hard word to digest, or feels a little maybe cliche or a little something. But I think another way that we can think of it is like a friendliness to ourselves and to others. A compassion as well can be another word that kind of fits in there really nicely. And the way that we practice metta meditation is that there's a few phrases, and they shift often. But the main phrases are, may I be happy, may I be free, and may I be at peace. Some variation of those. And then we bring somebody to mind and we say, may you be happy, may you be free, may you be at peace, may the world be happy, may the world be free, may the world be at peace. So it kind of goes out. So you're kind of like bringing up this idea and this feeling in the body, and then like we're gifting it out. So today we'll do a simple one, and we can do some other exercises with it on some other days. But go ahead and find a comfortable seat. And it doesn't matter what it looks like, just as long as it feels good to you. And I think that this metta is so important, especially when we're finding ourselves triggered, whether that's in our personal relationships. We can do this with ourselves whenever we're highly self-critical of ourselves. We can be in tumultuous relationships, and then also when the world is really wild as well. We find all of these barriers to compassion, all these places where we come up against wanting to feel friendly. Like, I do not want to feel friendly right now. And often, I mean, like I said, often the one that I'm battling is me. And then often it's other people, other ideas and things as well. So this practice really helps you find where your barriers to compassion are, like where the work is, because sometimes it feels really easy, like, oh yes, I'm friendly to you, I'm friendly to you. And then you're like, oh, I don't want to be friendly to that. And that helps to show us like, okay, I have a little bit of work to do there. So it can be really beautiful in that way. So, all right. So close your eyes down and just take some deep breaths in the nose and out the mouth. Maybe a little sigh out the mouth. This will just help ground us in our bodies. Moving down from the mind into the body. So we'll go ahead and do a visualization with this, guided visualization with this. So bring to mind somebody that brings you joy. So somebody that whenever you see them or you think of them, you can't help but smile. So maybe one of your best friends, maybe it's your dog, maybe it's whatever it is, that it brings a smile to your face every time, like this person brings you joy. And really feel that sensation in the body, this happiness and this compassion and this love. And what that feels like, and breathe that big into your body. And then you can imagine wrapping up, say we have this box full of metta, loving kindness, and you can even visualize that you wrap it up and you tie this bow on it. Maybe it's a red bow or a blue bow, whatever it is. You're tying this bow on it, this beautiful package, and you're handing it to this person. And we can say together, may you be happy, May you be free and may you be at peace. And we're giving this gift. And notice the sensations in the body. This probably feels really easy and it feels really good to offer this gift to someone that you love so much. To just feel that sensation in the body. And breathe that big in your body. Then we'll go and we'll move down, walk down a path a little bit, maybe a wooded path a little bit. And then we'll stop and take a seat. And now we'll bring to mind someone who we know of. This would be more of an acquaintance, maybe a friend of a friend, or someone who we see at events, but we don't, and we like them, and we always say hi and hug, and you have a little bit of a relationship, but you don't know them that well. You don't know really their story or anything like that, but you get good vibes. So to them, you're also going to give this gift. So you can wrap it up and you can tie that big red or blue bow on it, and it looks beautiful. And you look that person in the eye and you hand them this gift and you say, may you be happy. May you be free, and may you be at peace. And taking a few rounds of breath and noticing what this feels like. It probably still feels pretty fluid. One more inhale. And sigh out. Now we'll continue to walk a little bit and kind of shake that off, and we walk down a little bit into a new clearing, a new space. And then we take a seat and we close our eyes. And we visualize somebody who we don't know. Someone that we see but we don't know, but somebody who you can really kind of bring to mind their face. So maybe this is like a bus driver or the barista at your favorite coffee shop. Somebody who you know them by face, but you don't know anything about them. This could be somebody's child. This could be somebody sitting on a corner. Somebody that maybe you've made eye contact with that you can remember now. Maybe it's somebody that you feel might need a little extra kindness. So we wrap up this box of kindness. We tie the bow on it and we hand it to this person as we look them in the eye and we say, may you be happy. May you be free. And may you be at peace. And take a deep breath. Notice the sensations in your body. How they're the same, how they're different. And we can gather ourselves and begin to walk a little bit farther down the clearing or the hall or the path, wherever you are. And we'll find another spot to rest. And now we're going to think of an idea. So this is going to be bigger. This is going to be a group of people. I guess I'll say it like that. This is a group of people. So these are more and more getting a little bit more challenging here. So this is a group of people whose ideas really challenge you. So this could be somebody in power. It could be somebody, an authority. Maybe it's your boss, or maybe it's a political figure. This could be somebody's ideas, as in a, I'm trying to think of the word, like somebody's whose ideas are challenging to you. Maybe it's something to do with religion, or pro-life, or pro-choice, or something that's not necessarily one person. It can be one person, or it could also be an ideology. Something that feels really challenging to you. One way that I've heard it put, it's like if you were in a room with all of these different groups of people and they were all campaigning for something. They all had these certain ideas they were campaigning for. This and this and this, the opposite of each is there. Who would be the hardest for you to go up to? Like, what booth would be the hardest for you to present and shake hands and sit down and share ideas? So maybe this is where you're wanting to go. This is where you're not wanting to go, but where I'm asking you to go. So go up to this group or this person whose ideas are really challenging, and wrap up this box. Put the bow on it. You may be gritting your teeth, but put the bow on it and make it beautiful. And hand it to this person or these people and say, may you be happy. May you be free. And may you be at peace. And breathe that in your body. And we'll wrap that up. Continue moving on, and we have 2 more stops that we'll make. So this next step, I want you to bring to mind somebody who your relationship is quite fractured with. And not necessarily somebody who you hold a lot of trauma with. We don't want to go to like the deepest space, but someone to where there is conflict in your relationship. Maybe this is someone that you used to be very, very close to that now is estranged. Maybe a family member or a lover or a friend. But bring that person to mind. And take a deep breath, and we're going to wrap up this box of kindness and of joy, and put the bow on it and hand it to the person as you look them in the eye. And you say with all sincerity, may you be happy. May you be free. May you be at peace. And take a big breath in and out. Notice how this feels. And remember that it's not about their reaction either. You can stay here. Stay here with yourself. Notice what this does for you. And we'll begin to walk away and let that clear. And one more spot. So we'll walk down the path and you'll see a green door. There's a big green door down the path, and you take your hand and you open the knob and you walk in the room. And there's a little blue chair with a mirror in front of it, and you'll take a seat at the chair. And you're looking in the mirror and you see yourself in the mirror. You see yourself and all the things that you've been through. This is the person with you have the closest relationship with. The good, the bad, the ugly. And you wrap up this last box and you tie the biggest ribbon on it. You look yourself in the eyes and you say, may you be happy. May you be free. And may you be at peace. And take a deep breath in. And feel what you feel. And you can let the vision of that room fade away. And whenever you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes and let the light in around you. And just keep that steady breath. So, how was that? This is an example of one style of a metta meditation where we're practicing where we find the barriers. So did you find that they were different where we went different places?
I found it was hardest to give it to myself.
Yeah. I find that as well. And it's really interesting because traditionally they put that first. Traditionally, that's the first one, as if that's supposed to be the easiest one. But I always do it at the end because it's the hardest for me as well. And I feel like a lot of people that I work with, I'm like, I think that this a lot of people it is. So I always like to ask. They're normally some of the last three, but it's interesting that traditionally that it is the first, as if that would be
Interesting.
Maybe we're much harder on ourselves than we were 3,000 years ago.
Right. What about you, Sue?
I found the same thing. It was hard to give it to myself. It was easy as we were walking down the road to pass it on to the others. And that was so deep. I got in so deep to that. But the hardest was to give it to myself.
Yeah. Yeah, that's common. It's interesting. It really kind of shows us where that's challenging. Yeah, anyone else want to share? You don't have to. But yeah, this is a really beautiful meditation. And metta meditation, if you want to look it up, people work on this. Some Buddhists will do metta meditation like their whole life. Like they're working on compassion their whole life. So like this isn't like a thing that, that we figure out once. Even for people who they dedicate their whole life to compassion, they always are working on it. Like it's something that is, is kind of endless, and we can always build more of it. And yeah, I think it's just really beautiful. It's a really beautiful thing to come back.
I do meditation every night before I go to sleep.
Ah, beautiful.
And is there something in this type of meditation that you can apply to that?
Yeah, and I think that just the phrases, just saying the phrases alone, just may you be happy, may I be happy, may we all be happy. So that's kind of the way that it's done in the simplest form. May I, may you, may we all. May I, may you, may we all. And then often you can make up your own phrases. Like it's kind of like in that thing. Sharon Salzberg is an American Buddhist who's awesome. And she does lots of metta stuff.
I'm going to write.
Yeah, I'm writing that down.
I know.
Yeah. And you can look up metta meditation, METTA, but Sharon Salzberg is amazing. She's got a lot of podcasts, and Tara Brock as well, both of them, that you can listen or that you can read. And then also it's really nice, the Pali, which is the word, Pali is the word of the language, is the name of the language in Buddhism. So the mantra is Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. So sometimes it feels really nice to be able to say it that way. So then you would just say that over. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. And it means may all beings everywhere be happy and free. So that can be a really beautiful way to say it. And I might be able to text that here somewhere. I'll probably spell it wrong, but Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. Something like that.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Tara Brock and Sharon Salzberg. These are some of my favorite teachers right here. So
I've listened to a lot of Tara Brock with Jack Cornfield.
she's so good. She's one of my go-tos. When I have a lot of anxiety, I went through a couple years with a lot of anxiety in my sobriety. It's one of the hardest parts of since I've been sober these couple years, that just was rocked with anxiety. She helped me so much. I used to fall asleep to her podcast, like something about her voice as well. And I really felt like she was there, like petting my face or something, like it's okay. Like that's the way that her voice comes across. Right. And I was just like, oh, okay, I'm okay. But yeah, she's great.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that was great.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. But all right. Well, y'all have a beautiful day.
You too. See you next week.
All right. Ciao.